So, all right, so let me show you that. It's really easy. All you What's up, everybody? This is James, aka jmooreonkeys, and I'm here with a quick tutorial for you guys. I just want to show you all some ways to approach minor chords, some creative ways to approach minor chords. And I'm going to be in the key of A flat today. So let's go over the scale real quick. A flat is the 1, B flat is the 2, C is the 3, D flat is the 4, E flat is the 5, F is the 6, G is the 7, and A flat is the 1. All right, so like I said, today we're talking about going to minor chords, approaching minor chords. And if we're in the key of A flat, our minor chords are going to be on the 3, C minor, F, F minor, excuse me, and the 2, B flat minor. But today I'm going to focus on going to the 6. But these can be used to approach any minor chord in any key. So I'm going to show you that a little bit later on, so stick around for that. The first way is just going to be with a 7-3-6 progression. It's really a minor 2-5-1, but for the sake and purpose of today, I'm going to call it a 7-3-6. And we're going to be doing that, like I said, the 6 in A flat is F. So we're going to be doing it going to F. So 7-3-6, the first one, I'm going to show you 2 ways. The first way is going to be like this. So let's start with the 7, G and F in your left hand, and your right hand is playing a B flat minor chord. F, B flat, and D flat. So you make that G minor 7 flat 5 to the C7, sharp 9, sharp 5. That's a C and B flat in my left hand. You can add the E as well to make it a little more full. My right hand is playing E, A flat, B flat, and E flat. And then we land on the 6. So that's F and E flat in my left hand. And my right hand is E flat, G, A flat, and C. So that's going to be your basic minor 2-5-1, 7-3-6 chord progression. And if you don't know this chord progression and you need other types of 2-5-1s like the 5-1-4, I have a free PDF. Click the link in the description for a free PDF of all of the different types of 2-5-1s mapped out, each key, each chord mapped out, so you don't even have to think about it. And click the link in the description for how you can get that free PDF. So that's the first one, 7-3-6. And if we were to use that in a song like, let's use How Great Is Our God. And if we look at the structure of that, it just goes 1, and then we go to the 6, then the 4, 5, and then back to the 1. So let's try this right before the 6. So let's try right here, 7-3-6. So sometimes you might find it better, like I just did there, just stick with this minor chord. F and E flat in the left hand, and my right hand is playing C, F, and A flat. So sometimes the melody will call for just a regular minor chord. So you can do that with that too. Same thing, works out well. One way I like to try to spice that up a little bit is when I'm approaching the 7, I like to do it. And all that is right there is I'm taking this chord, I'm seeing it as a B flat minor chord, and I'm just taking everything in it and moving it a whole step. Well, first I would go down. So I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, move everything a half step down. Do it again. Do it again. And you can do it however many half steps you want to move. It just has to make sense rhythmically. So let's try that in the song. What did I do there on the 3? So I showed you like this, but this is just a different voicing of the same chord over the 3. Let me show you. So if I take this chord, I'm gonna take the C out from the, actually I'll keep the C in. So if I look at this chord, if I look at my chord, I have a tritone in there, right? E and B flat. How do I know it's a tritone? Start on a note and I move 3 tones or 3 whole steps. 1, 2, 3. And there's my tritone there. So if I take that out, and I take it out of both hands, then I'm left with what? A flat, C, E flat. It's an A flat major chord. So I could just take the tritone in my left hand with the bass, and then make my left hand an A flat major chord. And it's the same thing. And I just inverted this. So the C is on top. And boom, there's my chord. So same thing, different way to do it. So that's the first 7-3-6. Another way I like to do it is so over my 7, I'm playing G and F. The bass is pretty much going to stay the same throughout this. So G and F for my left hand, and my right hand is playing D, F, A, and C. It's like if I were playing a G minor 11, but I just took out the B flat. The only reason I took out the B flat also is because my hands don't reach all that at the same time very clean. So I just keep it like this. If you can hit that B flat, go ahead and try to along with it. G, D, and B flat, or G, F, and B flat in your left hand. So 7, 3, I'm doing a diminished chord, which is really a C7 flat 9 here, but it's a diminished over a C. So C and B flat in my left hand, and then D flat, E, G, and B flat in my right. And then I move to the 6. And I did this voicing too. Same thing as the minor 9. I'm just changing the notes around. So I'm keeping this A flat major idea here. And then I'm just adding the G on the bottom. If you can't reach all that, then just play the regular minor chord. So 2 ways so far: 7, 3, or 6. And then we have the other way I showed you: 7, 3, 6. And it's important that you think of these as minor 2-5-1s and not specifically a way to get to the 6. This is showing you how to get to any minor chord, even if I was in a different key. So let's say we're in D flat. So if I'm going to try to get to F, F is the 1, 2, 3 of D flat. Is it a minor chord? Yes, it is. So, because the 3 in a scale is minor, the 2, the 3, and the 6 are always going to be minor chords. Okay? So we're going to the 3, which is our minor chord, so we can try out one of these progressions. So let's say we're doing something like three, 6, 2, 5, 5, 4, here we go, 7, 3. What did I do there? I said 7, but I should have said 2, 5, 1. And we used it to get to the 3, and that fits very beautifully in a progression like that. So let's get back to A flat. So we got those 2, 7, 3, 6s. The second way that I like to move to a minor chord is this little move. It's kind of like an unfolding move, I like to think of it as. So all right, so let me show you that. It's really easy. So we're going to F minor. Whenever we're trying to find the chord to approach it, we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our C. So that's our starting chord. So my right hand is going to go up, C, D, E, F, G. And my left hand is going to go, after I hit this C, it's going to go B, B flat, A flat, G. And then I can keep unfolding it from there. So I have F, A flat, and B, basically just a diminished chord. And then D, F, and A flat. Big diminished chord. This is just alternating diminished chords. And then I could do it again. E, G, and B flat. And then D flat, E, G, and B flat. And that sets me up for the 6. So let's try that in a song. Let's use How Great Is Our God again. You see how we did it there? Let's look at it one more time. Let's use it right here. So that's a really nice way to get to the 6, and it's really cool to use in talk music. Again, easy way to get to any minor chord, not just the 6, but any minor chord. Okay, and the last way I want to show you to get to a minor chord is by doing a move. It's kind of like this. So you're doing a suspended chord to a dominant chord. And actually, Sean Wilson, shout out Sean Wilson, has a great video about going from suspended to dominant chords when you're approaching a minor. So that's a really easy move, and you hear a lot of gospel musicians do this. So on my left hand, I'm playing C, F, and B flat. And on my right hand, I'm playing D and G. And then all I do is these middle notes here, the F in my left hand and D in my right hand, are going to move down a half step to E and D flat. Everything else stays the same while that movement happens. All right, let's try that in a song. There it is right there. So really simple move. You can even take off the C on the bottom and just make it like that. Play that B, F and B flat. Whatever works for you. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to show you some creative moves to get to a minor chord, whether it be the 6, the 2, or the 3. Try these moves and try them in every key. All right, that's the important part. Hit the link in the description if you need the free PDF for 736s, 514s, and 251s, and any other PDFs you might need. I have them in the description, so click the links below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy practicing.